the statutes, and the commandments. He's deleting all the rules. He's deleting all of the laws, all of the standards, all of the conditions that government has for man, that God has for man. Okay? He's deleting that structure. God has no law to judge you by. Why did he delete it? Because it was contrary to us and against us. It made us believe in false principles. If we have standards, if we uphold laws and conditions for people to be accepted and to be loved and to be allowed into the pearly gates of a peaceful, harmonious society, some people are cast out. They're shunned. They're not accepted because they don't obey those laws. They can't. It's against their nature. It was contrary to us and against us. So there's a red hair club, you guys. And I want to fit into the red hair club. I don't have red hair. I'm not good enough. They don't accept me. I've strived my whole life and worked so hard to fit in, and yet I still can't make the grade. I am not worthy enough. And now I believe that about myself because society says that the Red Hair Club is the best. And I believe that now I'm the worst. And there's something wrong with me, and I'm not good enough. And I start to behave in a way that reflects my beliefs about myself. And I start to act out, and I start to misbehave, and I start to lash out against people, and I start to become criminal because I don't follow the rules. I don't fit in. This is how it's contrary to us and against us, because the law conforms people to behave in a uniform manner. Everybody must have blue shirts and must have blonde hair and blue eyes and fit into this standard, otherwise they are not good enough. And then everybody would be uniform, conformity, blah, hell-like living. No diversity, no uniqueness, no flowery colors, no variety. Okay? Law makes us conform. It twists our minds into thinking we're not good enough if we don't conform. Okay? The principles that the law creates twist the mind. They twist the psyche, they twist our behavior, and they cause disobedience. Romans 5 will tell you what law causes. Transgression, disobedience, it's just horrible. So Jesus in Colossians 2:15, and having spoiled the principles, triumphing over the principles upon which the law stood. What was the principle the law stood on? The principle that said that God judges me according to my carnal behavior, according to how I behave, according to how I look, God is going to judge me. Nope. Without law, you have to get rid of the judge. If there's no law, you can't be a judge. There is no God in the heavens now. And we think that the world, so that the new heavens, okay, the old heavens can pass away. There is no judge sitting up in heaven any longer because there is no law by the finished work of Jesus Christ at the cross, who fulfilled it, and Romans 10:4, Christ ended it. Done. Get rid of that heavens. There is no judge up there anymore. Old heavens have passed away. The governments of the world. Get rid of your belief that man needs government to keep him in check. Government is founded on the idea that man is inherently wicked, and if you don't have a law to protect him, to protect yourself, a man, your neighbor, is going to commit a crime against you. You need law to protect you because man is inherently evil, and he will behave in an evil way. No. Jesus taught that no, man acts out because the law binds him, restricts him to conform. And if he can't conform because it's not his nature to have blonde hair and blue eyes, he thinks there's something wrong with him, and it starts to twist him into behaving as if there is something wrong with him. Okay, so Jesus says we don't need government to protect us because man is inherently evil, and we don't need government to tell us what is right and what is wrong. It's faulty, false system. It's the Tower of Babel, a land of confusion. Okay, get rid of those old systems. This is what society today is starting to realize. The system is not working. Nobody has peace. Nobody feels safe. Nobody is living a sane life. Nobody is allowed to be who they are without judgment. Color matters, creed matters, belief system matters, religion matters out in this world. And if we don't all conform to one, we have enemies in the other. Okay? It's simply not working, and people are starting to realize it. This is a revelation out in the world. It's shaking things up. The energies are moving, the people are awakening, and it's starting to shift the foundations, you guys. It's starting to shift. This is the apocalypse. Now, when you see the full reveal of Christ, you're sleeping because your mind has been twisted. It has been bound into conformity. It only believes in certain parameters because laws confine you. You can't step outside because you're going to be punished. You can't do that because you're going to be under judgment. So you're confined. It confines the mind. The definition in Hebrew of heaven is expansion. It's expand. Okay? So we want to be allowed to expand. Instead, we are confined by law. When you see the full reveal of Christ from your sleep, where your mind is only partially functioning, because you haven't been allowed to expand beyond your boundaries, you start to awaken to the full glory of Jesus. His full teachings start to be understood, assimilated, practiced. His full truth comes to you. So though we believe that Jesus was believing in this God of law, he actually was against the God of law. And how it's not obvious, I don't know.